Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. I hope the lighting is okay today. I want to switch things up a little bit, so I'm filming upstairs instead of downstairs. And this is my IKEA cabinet that I need to clean. Today is Sunday, and I usually try to upload on Wednesdays and Sundays. And today, I'm filming today, and I'm hoping that I could just upload this video after I film. So wish me luck. I hope everything goes well with editing and stuff. This is actually how I first started doing YouTube videos. I just film on my phone, and then when Wolfie is taking his nap, the same day I just upload from my phone's file to YouTube, and I never edited when I started doing YouTube videos. So I'm gonna do an old school kind of style today. I haven't felt really inspired by, I don't know, making videos. I just couldn't really think about what subjects I want to make a video about, but I am so super inspired by my plants. So I looked around my house and I just picked out 10 plants that are really inspiring me right now. By that I just mean that they are bringing me joy. They're really beautiful, and I'm really like drawn to them at the moment. And as many of you know, I have hundreds of plants, and this inspiration is not limited to just these 10 plants. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you 10 plants that are really inspiring me right now, and I hope they bring you some joy and inspiration, as I put it, as well. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you, I actually don't have the name top of my mind. So I'm just going to try to find it and maybe post it in the comment later on. This plant, when I first got it, I think I ordered the wrong plant, but I ended up really, really loving it. Anyways, I'll just show you. It's an Aetherium. So when I first received this plant, this is the leaf that I got. It's got a lot of, it's been, you know, feasted on by, I think, maybe caterpillars. So that's how it came. I was making a joke about it maybe being fenestrated. And then really quickly after importing it, it tried to work on this leaf, but obviously it was still acclimating. So this new leaf did not turn out beautiful at all. It's really crooked, it's really damaged. But recently, I think after maybe 8 months of it being in my care, finally put out a new leaf, and I am just loving this new leaf. And it's still quite light green, as you can see. So I think it's going to grow a little bit bigger in size and darken and harden up a little bit more to this color and texture. But isn't it so gorgeous? Yeah, this is one that I am just super proud of and super in love with at the moment. I visit with it every day, and you know what, it's not, because it's not a velvety and Aetherium, it doesn't really require a really high amount of humidity. It's just in my regular room environment, and it's getting quite cold. So yeah, I'm just impressed by how hardy it is. So if you guys are interested in knowing which one this one is, I'll do some digging up for the name of this Aetherium. But yeah, I'm just really, really loving it. And it just adds such beauty to the plant shelf with this like pendant kind, like growth structure. Yeah, I'm just really loving this one right now. All right, I'll put that down. And then the next one I want to show you is also an Aetherium. Where are you? This one. So Aetherium, oh, the lighting is, am I so dark? I hope not. Aetheriums, they can grow to be just so big, and I just don't, I am keeping my grow tents and like cabinets mostly for my hoyas. So the Aetheriums, they just end up in my regular room environment, and whoever grows well, you know, I just kind of let them do their thing, and survival of the fittest kind of. And this Ephemera Forgetty Eye is one of the Aetheriums that's doing really, really well. It's put out this like stunning new leaf that I just can't take my eyes off. And because I know the neglect that I put it under, like I'm just not giving it, you know, the extra humidity, the extra warmth, and it's still doing so well on its own. So I'm just really proud of this one. And you can see like the root system on this one is really, really healthy too. Yeah, the 3 other leaves were the original leaf that it came with from being imported, and this is the first new leaf that it's put out. Yeah, I just think it's so veiny, it's so beautiful, and it's so velvety. I cannot get the lighting right, guys. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, this one I'm really, really loving at the moment. That's the second one. The next one I want to show you is a plant that I imported before I even moved to this home. So I got it in just early September last year. And when it first arrived, it just had no root system. The root system were completely rotted. And I just planted it into the soil, hoping that it would root. And I think it was just about 3 months ago that I checked, and it still had no root system, and the stem was really dry. I think also partly because, I'll just show you the plant, partly because it's a ZZ plant, so I wasn't really on top of watering it and letting the root system have a chance to grow. But anyways, I just repotted it recently, 2 days ago, and noticed that both of the stems have now really not super big root system, but like established root system with, like, you know, that ball on the bottom too. So I'm just, yeah, really proud of this one. I should probably dust this guy before showing it to you guys. So it's not the prettiest because, you know, it had lived without a root system for almost a year. But now that it has roots, I'm hoping that it will start to grow and become more beautiful. And I have taken some leaves just because it didn't have any roots, so I tried to propagate it to have some insurance. But those leaf propagations, even though they did root, I ended up being just neglectful of them again and I was not able to grow them out into like actual plants. But now these 2 stems have rooted, and I'm really, really happy, and I'm gonna stay on top of maybe watering them I'm gonna water them every month, once a month still, especially during the winter time. There you go. So I'm really happy about this one. That's the 3rd one. The 4th plant I want to show you. So when this plant first, here. When this plant first came into my care, I checked the root system and it barely had any. So I was really scared to water it very much, and I was letting it dry out a lot. But I think it actually prefers a more regular watering regime. Let me just, hold on, I'm just gonna double check the name of this plant. So this is a variegated Pachura aquatica, or money tree. So you see a lot of these non-variegated version of this plant. It's very, very like, it's so beautiful and so elegant, and apparently very easy to care for. So you see them like they're kind of everywhere in IKEA and your like local garden centers. But the variegated version is harder to find, and I just think it's so, so gorgeous. The variegation is just so beautiful. Yeah, this is the biggest set of leaves I have on this plant, and I have finally felt more comfortable to put it in a plastic pot. It used to be in a terracotta pot for better breathability, and given it like a bigger pot. And I've been watering it a little bit more regularly now, instead of being like really scared of root rot because the root system was so small. And I think it likes the new care, and it has been working on this new set of leaves. And because my lighting is so stupid, you probably not able to see. You can see the faint variegation on this leaf. There you go. Yeah, I'm really, really loving this plant. I'm really happy that it's still throwing out new leaves, and I can see a little bit of new growth point right in here too. So hopefully it stays happy with me and continues to put out more and more beautiful leaves. Yeah. There's that one. That's the fourth one. All right. And then the fifth one I want to show you. You have seen this orchid before, and I think I've talked about it maybe a couple times on my channel. It's this variegated Phalaenopsis. It's called Sogo Vivian Super Variegated Phalaenopsis. So this one, I'm really loving her at the moment. You know, the variegation is so beautiful on the leaves, and it's got this new leaf coming, but also it has been blooming for months and months now. And I just love that. I'm such a foliage lover that, you know, on my plant shelf, it's mostly just like beautiful, unique leaves. So to have this pop of color on the plant shelf, I really appreciate it. I really do love that about orchids. And being able to rebloom orchid is just such a accomplished and wonderful feeling. And for these flowers to have lasted me for months, it's just like, I don't know, it's just such a good plant. It's like, you know, much more worth it than buying a bouquet and letting it just bloom for a little bit and then it just goes away. Yeah, this one's got the beautiful leaves and the super long lasting flowers. Most of my orchids are done flowering, so I have put them in the basement now to hopefully like go through that like bit of a cold period. This is what I did last year, and I have brought 2 of my orchids to rebloom again once it became warmer. So I hope it happens again this time. Yeah. The next plant I want to feature is this little guy. This one I have shown you guys a few times too in my plant haul, and like just when I was showing you plants around the house. I got this yellow fusion from my brother. When he imported it, I asked if I could take a section from his import, and it was this unrooted part that I took from him, and it has since rooted. And yesterday I was thinking, oh, maybe I should put this guy into a grow tent or just somewhere warmer so I could start to encourage new growth. And then when I was visiting with this plant, I noticed that, can you guys see? Look at these 2 new leaves that it's working on. Those pointy, almost looks like 2 toothpicks in the soil. Those are 2 new leaves that it's working on. I'm so excited about that. I mean, like white fusion and yellow fusion and like calatheas in general are notorious for just being divas. So being able to root this one and now seeing new leaves coming, I mean, that just makes me feel like so happy. So like, even though my hoyas are not growing at the moment, and it seems like everybody else's hoyas are growing at the moment, I still feel like, okay, I'm doing okay as a plant parent. And the next one I want to show you is actually behind me. This one is the Philodendron biliati. When I first got it, it was just a couple of leaves, and it used to have this, it came with this wonky leaf too, but it has since then grown to be a much fuller plant. And I know that it's able to grow into a much bigger size, but I am just really happy with how full it now is. And this is the newest leaf that it's put out, and it's working on this one, and I think this one would be bigger than this one. I really do love this plant. There's something about it, it's just super handsome and hardy. So the variegated version of it remains on my wish list. It's still super pricey and really hard to come by, but I really do one day hope to have that in my home for me to care for and enjoy. I have read some rumors, maybe some comments on Facebook that it's gonna come into tissue culture and become more accessible for people. And I truly hope that's the case, because I would really love to have that one too, because just the green one is bringing me so much joy. It's so beautiful and so handsome. There you go, that's that one. Put it back. The next one, I don't show you guys this plant very often because it's so big, but it is truly one of my favorite plants. This is the Philodendron Manara mottled. I just love the shape of this plant. And sure, it's mottled and like variegated, and some of the new leaves are not coming in as variegated anymore, but it's not a big deal for me. I think it's so gorgeous. Yeah, and I don't know if am able to show you guys like really how big it is. And it has been so easygoing. I have not had to do much for this one. And the root system is just so robust. I think I will need to repot it again in a bigger pot once spring comes around, but right now I'm just gonna leave it be and just enjoy it. And the next one I want to show you, I also need to just get the name because I just don't remember the name of this plant. I ordered it from Fat Plants Only, and I have actually ordered 2 cuttings a month ago, and then it came back into stock, and I just wanted to get it again. This is the Corpuscularia Lamania variegata. Definitely did not say that right. But I adore this plant. So there are actually 4 cuttings in here. And some of them are still a little bit wrinkly. They're still like, they're in my IKEA cabinet to like reroot, but look at the variegation. And those like plump little jewels. I find this so irresistible. It's in a cabinet with my hoyas in a glass cabinet, and I'm actually placing it in the front so that I could see it all the time. That's how much I love it. Like I'm letting it block the view of hoyas for me. It's just, yeah, so gorgeous. I have the non-variegated version of this, and I love that one too. That's why I decided to buy this one. It's just because I have that green one and it brings me so much joy. I love it, love it, love it. And I just think, yeah, I would really adore the variegated version too. The first time that I found out about this plant was from watching my Petite Gardens YouTube video, I think. And she has a really gorgeous one. But yeah, look at this one. Just like different color beads on the strand. Oh, it's so gorgeous. We're on to the last one. And this is I'm sorry if I say the name wrong because there are just so many different kinds of Scindapsus. But I love this one. There's a yellow leaf. Let me just pull that out. I think this is the Painted Lady, or I don't know. There you go. The leaves, the way it curves, it's just so supple. And it has just been, ever since it's been in my care, it has just been so easygoing and so gorgeous. I feel like there might be this leaf looks kind of like an exotica to me. But like these leaves, just so beautiful and so unique, the splashes. I don't know if the lighting is capturing it well, but I love this plant. It doesn't need a lot of light. I kind of treat it like a pothos, and it just grows really well. So beautiful. Well, I'm showing you this one. I wasn't planning on showing you the exotica, but it's right there anyways, and I do really love it. So maybe I'll just grab it and show you the exotica as well. So this is the exotica. Again, it has been really, we've got some spider webs here, but I want to show you how big some of the leaves are. Like, look how big this leaf is. It's like almost the same size as my face. Just so huge. So beautiful. I love it. So yeah, this is the bonus plant that I want to show you, but definitely brings me so much joy. And I find that even though occasionally thrips will attack this plant, it's not their favorite. So like once you deal with it, it kind of stays away pretty well. It's not hard to eliminate thrips on this plant. Yeah, for some plants, if they get thrips, it's like super hard to eliminate. You just keep coming back, keep coming back. But I find for the Scindapsus, that's not the case. Yeah, that's 10 plus 1 plants that are super inspiring me right now. I know none of them are Hoyas. That's because I think next week I have quite a bit of Hoya content coming your way. I've got some new Hoyas to show you, and I know that there is maybe 3 new imports that I'm picking up next weekend. So yeah, stay tuned. I've got some Hoya content coming your way as well. I hope you enjoy these plants, and I apologize for the lighting. I'm just like trying out a different area to film. I don't really have natural light in my home, and it's just been really dark outside anyways. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys soon again. Bye.